Afternoon, everyone. How's it going? Before we start today, look at this intro. Oh, it was done for me by a YouTuber called Strawberry, my friend Andre, whose channel I'm going to link in the description. Please go and check him out. He recently also did a lovely video for Ababo as well, and he's just such a fan of the Souls games. He's a Souls fan. And a great member of the community, so please go and check him out. Today, what are we doing? We're going to invade Pontiffs at Soul level 60 on a Moonlight Greatsword build that started as a Pyromancer, ill-advised, but there you go, it happened, that's the way it worked. So we've got Tears of Denial as well, so Moonlight Tears of Denial build, I guess. This is a group of, I think, co-opers who are dried fingering their way through the game, potentially. Because it looks to me like I see the host later on, and he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing too much. He's got all of the trademarks of someone who's new to the game. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the Drang twins are still alive at the beginning of the level there, so they're not here clearing the level ready for a gank, unless they are. I could never quite figure it out. This first invasion, this is one of three. This first one, I didn't really get the measure of them. I hadn't seen them before. I come in and between me and the other two invaders, we pretty much rock their world. The Greatsword guy goes down straight away by me. I help get rid of the Herald Sword guy. And then the host has no chance, really, against three invaders. But he chose to dried finger. As soon as I see there's two reds in the world, I assume potential gank. So if you choose to dried finger, you get ganked by invaders. That's just the rule of it. Unless it's quite clearly a fight club or something else happening. That's just the way it goes. This invasion, this was actually the third time that I met them. The second time they actually killed me. I think it was the host killed me. While I was trying to deal with this Greatsword guy. As you see, I've completely lost it with my roll timings against this Greatsword man. It's nothing to do with latency or anything like that, it is just me being terrible. But that's what happened last time. I was trying to deal with Greatsword man and the host doesn't want anyone to 1v1. Got a cheeky backstab on him then, and I keep trying to fish him because that's the way I want to play. And I'll be goddamned if I swap to a straight sword at this point just to get rid of him. Sneaky look behind me to see what the phantoms are up to, and that unfortunately gives the host time to run away. This dude, the cleric hat Ornstein armor dude, he dies a lot throughout this video. I think his rolls are comparable to my own against the Greatsword man. So at this point in the proceedings, it's sort of 1-1. They've killed me once, I've killed them once. Greatsword man starts to have a little panic because his host seems to have run off to up the top there. He gets a lovely turn and burn on the red, and then I fail to get any sort of damage on him. Quick heal up from the lad, it's all good. I'm just aware that the host is getting away from us though. There was an Aldrich as well, but 1v1, the host has a straight sword and it's the frosty straight sword, so chances are that Aldrich might succumb to that. Once again, I pop this Greatsword guy's tears and then kill him with the low damage finishers. I think I rolled him the first time, didn't I? But this time I went for the old... that's the other thing, church shivs. Who knew? I think everyone but me. As it turns out, I should have had more faith in Mr. Aldrich up there. He does a brilliant job. Now, when they killed me, there were no bad manners at all. That red didn't seem happy with my little bit of bad manners at the end. I didn't point down, it was just a welcome. This as well, when I spawned in, I recognised that phantom's name straight away and then recognised the host's name. This was like an hour later, so at this point I was pretty sure they were ganking, but then I thought to myself, well, they do keep getting messed up by all the invaders. It was a very busy Pontiff this night. It seemed like there were always at least 2 invaders in. Even when later on it gets down to just 1 invader, me, another one comes in almost instantly, so I think they just had a bit of bad luck with the invading. So there I knew that my red friend was getting 2-on-1'd, and I don't, no offence to him, but I don't see the Ornstein body guy as much of a threat, so I was happy to not chase him down there and go and try and help my friend mix it up a bit. He is starting to get annoying with that Harold there, as you can see. But it's not such an issue now. It's just trying to keep... if the red can have a 1-on-1, I'm sure he'll do just fine. But a 2-on-1 is just easy mode. So Ornstein guy's gone again. Tried to get the wake-up parry on the host there, didn't come out. Managed to get a parry by spamming it terribly. Did come out, but we were on the stairs, which fucked me up, and I didn't get the riposte. But that's fine. Great sword guy. Oh, I should point out, I did invade. This is actually the 5th invasion at this point, and they did kill me on the 4th one. Again, great sword guy. I just can't seem to time my rolls properly. Just, maybe I'm too used to lag. When I've got a good connection with someone, I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. He's hitting me when his sword hits me. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, so now it's a 2-on-2. No, sorry, 2 1-on-1s, I should say. Yeah, 2-on-2, that makes sense. So if Great Sword Guy can just be kept busy, then I can deal with the host. I'm going to try and not give him any chance to summon. I was stunned that he managed to parry me then. He hasn't thrown out a single parry in all of our encounters. The red comes in there and saves me. I appreciate that from the red. I think it was because the Sunbro ran away to try and lure the red away, potentially. Because just at the top corner there, you just saw him coming back down the stairs. So maybe he popped his tears or something and the Sunbro legged it. Oh, well, perhaps that was right. Perhaps another red came in that I didn't notice, and I still failed to notice. So now it's 2 reds, 1 Aldrich me, 1 Sunbro and 1 host. Unfortunately, I realised that both the reds and me were all going after the Sunbro. And I'm like, that's just going to give him a chance to re-summon. Now, this is a phenomenon that I see a lot in hosts that don't know what they're doing. He got a parry on me once, so now he wants another. Because it feels good. It feels good to get a parry. So it's very easy to punish someone who's parry spamming with a backstab. And that actually, thankfully, from his point of view, that actually makes him start thinking about it, and he does stop parry spamming at me as soon as I get the backstab on him. So, you know, there's hope. Unfortunately, both the reds have just died, so I'm feeling, you know, fairly hopeless. Not completely hopeless, but both reds have died. The host managed to get in and mix it up. I didn't do my job and mark my man, as it were. The host went static, and of course there's the summon sign. So now I'm like, okay, so this is a 3v1 at this point. But then a hero comes along, as the famous song says. Another red's come in almost instantly after those 2 reds have died. I thought that there was some sort of cooldown on reds, but there didn't seem to be much of one at all just then. Unfortunately, this red doesn't know what's going on, so he's busy clapping at me and stuff while I'm backstabbing this Sunpro, and then he accidentally clips me for not an insignificant amount of damage. Try and get a plunge attack off the stairs, always one of my favourite things to do. The Great Sword guy didn't think he was doing enough damage, so he's lit up his sword. Lovely stuff. Now it's me and the host and a Sunbro. But again, I'm happy to take the 2-on-1 because I'm confident that I can do it. I don't know what the red skills are though. Oh, we've got another red in. Sorry, it's chaos. It's absolute madness. Me being awful again, healing right in the face of the greatsword there, taking a ton of damage. That time I managed to roll it. Here goes Ornstein guy again. He panic rolls and gets absolutely roll caught. The Moonlight Greatsword's the same as the Claymore for its roll catchability. Here's where I'm like, it's over. Popped my tears, I'm done. But I'm not done, ladies and gentlemen. We've gotten, but there for the grace of God goes me. And we've gotten a second chance. One of the red falls. One of the reds fall. But that's fine. This has turned into quite an exciting little invasion, so I am properly keen to get the win at this point. Bear in mind, it is 2-2 at this point. I didn't save the... well, I did save them, but when I transferred the clips over to my laptop, I messed it up and didn't keep the ones where I died, because I was just like, oh, I died at the end of that invasion, so that mustn't be a good one to keep. Then I realised, oh no, I did want to keep some ones where I died. Managed to get him again, popped his tears, and again he can't quite get the heal off in time, which is always the danger of Tears of Denial if you're 1v1. And now the host is in big trouble because it's a 2v1 and he is solo and he's gone. I didn't get the kill there. credit goes to the red who points him down. I give him a little bit of bad manners as well, even though again they were perfectly polite to me. That's why no point downs from me. And then we all just, you know, suicide, so why not? So yeah, that's Tales from the Source this week. What an exciting time in Gank City, and it just goes to show you can have a lot of fun, even if you're getting killed. You know, the game's so quiet now, you encounter the same people over and over again, so why not make your own story? Get invading. Cheers.